Kanye West has formally propelled his battle for the 2020 U.S. presidential political decision, with an unconventional meeting in Charleston, South Carolina. West, 43, is running as a contender for his so-called birthday celebration. At the occasion, the rapper appeared to settle on strategy choices spur of the moment and made a few tirades, remembering for premature birth and on abolitionist Harriet Tubman. Fans have addressed whether his very late offer for the White House is really a special trick. The Charleston rally did little to explain whether his run is real. Be that as it may, a currently erased tweet sent from West's record on Saturday, seeming to show the tune list for another collection, added to the theory. The occasion, held at a wedding and gathering lobby in the city, was supposed to be available to enlisted visitors However, West's battle site had no capacity for individuals to enlist or RSVP. What did Kanye West state at the convention? West showed up with 2020 shaved into the rear of his head and wearing a defensive security vest, and tended to the accumulated group without a receiver. There were no crowd amplifiers either, driving West to over and over advise the group to be quiet so he could hear the inquiries being posed. At a certain point he started crying when discussing premature birth, saying that his folks nearly prematurely ended him. There would have been no Kanye West, in light of the fact that my father was excessively occupied. He included, I nearly slaughtered my little girl. Regardless of whether my better half Kim Kardashian West were too separate from me after this discourse, she carried north into the world. In any event, when I would not like to. Anyway, he at that point included that he accepts fetus removal ought to stay lawful, yet there ought to be money-related help for battling new moms, recommending that everyone that has a child gets $1 million. The main thing that can free us is by complying with the standards that were given to us for a guaranteed land, he said. Fetus removal ought to be lawful on the grounds that learn to expect the unexpected. The law isn't by God in any case, so what is legitimateness? At another second, he gave an extemporaneous monologue about 19th century abolitionist Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman never really liberated the slaves. She simply had the slaves go work for other white individuals, he said. Tubman was naturally introduced to bondage, yet figured out how to get away from a Maryland estate in 1849, matured 27. She at that point came back toward the South to save different slaves on the system of courses and safe houses known as Underground Railroad, taking the chance with her own life to lead individuals to opportunity. West likewise became mournful when discussing his late mother, who kicked the bucket in 2007 from entanglements during corrective medical procedure. What has the response been? The discourse has been met with outrage by a few, for the most part started by his remarks about Tubman, yet in addition with worry over West's government assistance. Teacher Jason Nichols, the senior instructor in African American investigations at the College of Maryland, told the BBC he dreaded West's meandering appearance pointed towards a hyper scene despite the fact that he recognized he was not a therapist. He has conceded in the past he has been engaging psychological instability and that occasionally he doesn't take prescription. He was somewhat more intelligent than he is in different occasions. At the point when he has gone on these tirades, However, I truly accept he is in an awful spot at this moment. He expressed some extremely peculiar things. Teacher Nichols included that he was baffled, as he had trusted West would be capable to push different applicants had he had the correct exhortation and backing. I was really intrigued to perceive what might occur, yet after the occasion today, all that intrigue has recently gone to stress. Will Kanye West really be on state polling forms? West, who declared his application on July 4th, has just missed the cutoff time to fit the bill for the polling form in a few states. He needs to gather enough marks to show up on the polling form in various others. A week ago he qualified to show up on Oklahoma's presidential voting form, the primary state where he met the necessities before the cutoff time. So as to show up on South Carolina's voting form, he needs to gather 10,000 marks by early afternoon neighborhood time 1800 hours BST on Monday.